Happy Monday. It's been a long day. Oh my gosh. Hi Gail, Margot, Kevin, Scooter. I'm not even in live chat. Hi everybody on TikTok and Facebook and Twitch. Hi everybody. Lots of new subscribers all over. Our TikTok has grown like crazy. Wonderful, wonderful news. Okay, so we're going to talk about Delphi Day 9. We're going to talk about Gypsy Rose. And the Taylor Swift tickets is just one of the debacles. And that comes right from the horse's mouth, Ryan Anderson. And also from Gypsy's mouth on one of her recent TikToks. So we're going to talk about all of that. And there's a very important community post up. So if you want to go check that out. Let's just say the people with no self-awareness and the ones that are, you have to believe, absolutely delusional and want us to believe that a certain live stream did not take place last December. That most certainly took place and is still up on that channel, and it is still up on Wendy V. And I put the link to Wendy V. And yet, people were told tonight they were delusional. That never happened. Nobody discussed that. And because I was bringing facts, and an investigation was completed, and an investigation was closed, is when I talked about it, because that is our right after we've been lied about for almost a year. Okay? You're saying that my husband killed someone? Yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. And I've been quiet about it this whole time while you shot off your mouths. And it wasn't just in that video. You all shot off your mouths in other live streams saying my husband killed someone. You think that's right? You want to talk about karma? You want to talk about the universe? You want to talk about being a good person? Look in the mirror. Because you're not. You're not. You say those things and you think you're a good person? Please. So, proof of their lies, go listen to the video, because tonight you were told that video didn't exist, it never happened. And you were told that nobody spoke about it. And how could I bring up that woman? No, the person and the people that brought up that woman are Heather Schaefer and Ivy Lynn on Held to the No, and everybody that condoned it in that chat. And Nana Patty, if I'm right, you were in that chat. And you just said tonight you wouldn't want anyone to tell the story of how your child died. You forgot I have screen messages, text messages, Nana Patty, and I have them up in a video of how you lied and told a story about my son and how my son died. And you're a liar, Nana Patty, because my son didn't die the way you said he did. But I love that you said it's not right to do that, and you would be very upset if someone told your son's story. You stepped right into it. Like Sandy said, they'll all have to answer for what they've done. All of them. Even Davida, who's trying to act so innocent talking about waffle makers, because I have all of your text messages, Davida, and how you and Lisa D signed off on that, and how you lost people because of what you did. So keep lying to everybody. Okay? The truth is there. And most importantly, God knows the truth. And like Sandy said, if you're a believer, we all have to face God someday. Okay? So, I don't know who you think you're conning on YouTube or Twitter, wherever the hell you're conning them. If you truly believe in God, you're going to have to face him one day. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say on that. You don't know anything about my son. Your story wasn't my son's story. And you know what? My son tells me every day, don't even worry about it, Mom. They don't know me. They don't know my story. So keep up with your false lies. With your lies, your false narrative, your lies. Everything you say is lies. Okay? And Florida, I'm going to be writing a letter to YouTube because you said you didn't buy those subs and that we bought them, right? So I'm definitely going to clear the name of this community in my channel. And so I'm going to give them your channel name, and I'm going to give them your live, and I'm going to give them your stats, and I'm going to say this is being blamed on us, and we didn't do this because I have to clear our name. Because you just love to keep lying. So they will be looking into it, Florida. And it won't be me or anyone here that bought those subs. We wouldn't spend a dime, okay, on you. Do you understand that? Wow. Delusion in its greatest form. Okay, that's it. That's all we're going to spend on those people. They need help, mental help. Really, go get help. Seek help because you guys can't stop lying. It's unbelievable. Zero self-awareness. Zero. Okay, now let's go to Delphi. Wow. Just wow. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Hello there, Libra Dreams. Hi, Gretchen Blue. Hi, Debbie. You watched where you learned someone can buy subs for a creator and the channel owner is totally unaware. How the sub fairy, hope the sub fairy visits my channel. Just saying. Yeah, right, Scooter? I know. Hi, Oliver. Yeah. Oh, and the excuse that if you're live streaming, there's no way that you can do it yourself. Okay. That's like somebody that says I'm too busy to cheat. Hey, Video Reel, how are you? Oliver, I'm being sarcastic. I don't want to risk my channel. It's mine, such as it is. That's right, Scooter. Hello there, Mystery. Hi, Libra Dreams. Hi, how are you? Hi, Mystery. Okay. Yeah, it's sad that these people cannot. They are so obsessed with me and everybody here. Obsession at its grandeur. They have no other content if it's not talking about us. None. Zero, zip, nada. Yeah, I know you're being sarcastic, Scooter. Nobody wants to get ahead by that. That's what is that? That's garbage. And I'll definitely be writing to YouTube since we've all been accused, and I'll write a letter on behalf of myself, this channel, and this community have been accused. So, we'll be clearing my name. And I hope that they will look into it. Unbelievable. Let's see here. Video Real Liars. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you had some. You have some of Nikki on there. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So today at 8 o'clock in the morning, we had to go up to, is it Binghamton, Johnson City, because Jimmy had a colonoscopy. And we all went, all four of us. And the boys and I had some stuff we had to do. Then they called us and said Jimmy was ready. And we picked him up. They wheeled him out because I don't understand. Like, I just had this second time I went in, which was actually like last December 6th. They just gave me the propofol. Like, I told them the first time I went when I was nervous, they gave me that Versed. And that was in the hospital. And then this time I went to like the, I don't know what it is, it's, some people call it a health plex or whatever it is, where all the specialties are. They have a sleep lab and they have a urgent care, right? I went there to their, I guess their outpatient center, and I had the greatest anesthesiologist, and he was a Greek guy, really funny. And I told him that, okay, well, I've never just had the propofol, I've never been awake like that. And he just said, you don't want Versed or anything. He goes, because then you'll wake up groggy. He goes, just trust me. And I did, and he was great, and it was wonderful. And I woke up at the end of the procedure, but it was at the very end. I didn't feel anything. And it was actually better in a way. He was right over with me, and so I just was perfectly fine. And my cousin was actually having a colonoscopy today too, and Jimmy was supposed to drive him to it, and then found out he was getting his. Anyway, but they gave Jimmy Versed, and they gave him fentanyl. So I'm like, why would they do that? Were you really nervous? Now, I don't imagine Jimmy being very nervous because he's had a lot of surgeries, but he was like, come in, and, I'm like, okay. And then he's like, because they have to know you're going to drive me home. And so I told him, I'm going to drive him home, call me, yada, yada, yada. And the kids were laughing. They're like, Dad's tweaking. Because the first time ever that when I was with him and they wheeled him out when Ethan was like 3 months old, and there was a long time. It used to take a very long time because I was able to bring him at the time to Sears or JCPenney or something and got his pictures done. And then they said, come back and pick out the portraits. And then when I picked up Jimmy, and I'm like, okay, we have to go back to the mall and pick up the portraits. And then there was Sears at the time. We bought a refrigerator. And I thought Jimmy was like coherent the whole time. And then I find out like he didn't even remember half the stuff we did. Isn't that crazy? So, yeah, I mean, so that was, so he wasn't that loopy. He wanted to go to Wegmans, which if you don't know what Wegmans is, it's this, really, really nice supermarket. It has a lot of, different things, but it has like different places to eat. So they have like a sub shop, and then they have like meals they make, and they have sushi and all kinds of stuff like that if you want that. Well, he's always loved their subs, so he's like, I'm going to get that. But the kids and I actually had breakfast, and so we weren't hungry. And then he got his sub. We did a little grocery shopping there, and then we went to Sam's Club, and the kids were going to town on the clothing over there. There were really good deals over there on like a lot of the stuff they wear camping and for like work clothes and things like that. So then Jimmy's like, I'm just going to go in the car and lay down. I'm fine. Take your time. And then when we got out, he was laying down in there. And what did we do after that? And after that, kids and I got something else to eat, and I got a coffee, and then we got home here. I don't know. So I just had to put my head down for a little bit. So then I was in the massage chair for a little bit, and he goes back in 5 years. He's got diverticulitis, so they did see that. And I think that he had one small polyp. I think that's what it was. But he gets all the pictures and everything. Well, I don't get pictures with mine, but that's okay. I don't need that. Anyway, all right. So you'll never. What does that say there? I'm going to see Oliver's saying something. I'm never at home when my hubby has his. I'm never at home when my hubby has his. Remember, I wanted to go there and shop right at Erie? Remember, I wanted to go there and shop. There was a ShopRite in Erie? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I took the best nap of my life on that. Yes, that's what I was trying to tell Jimmy, because when you just get the propofol, like my brother says that too. He's like, when I said, was it anything? And he goes, no, you'll get the best sleep of your life. That's if you just get the propofol. But if you get Versed, like the first time I had it, and I had Versed, which at the time was good for me because I was nervous, never being put under anesthesia ever. But it's a longer time waking up, and you're groggier, you know? So, but in the hospital that he was in, they were saying that's protocol. You're watching on 2x speed. Hello, snow remover. How are you? Okay. Remember, I wanted to go there and shop right at Erie. You know what ShopRite is, Scooter? Because they don't have them by you, right? Where's the other place you wanted to go to, you said? I don't know where you wanted to go to. Your hubby preps for 3 days. He's nuts. 3 days? Yikes. Yikes. Scooter, where's the other place besides ShopRite? Oh, Wegmans. But I'm surprised you know what ShopRite is, and I don't remember there being a ShopRite in Erie at all. I remember we went to the Walmart at the end when I was running through the store, and you had the squirrel pillow, and then we were feeling those littlest toys. But where you should go is Delphi trial, Scooter. You should just go up there. I mean, at least get there for the verdict. Just get there for the verdict. Closing arguments. What'd you say? They're building a huge grocery, what is it? Not too far from here. Anyone have a Winco? I think I've heard that, but I've never seen them anywhere. There's a grocery store called Tops, which are in upstate New York, like way upstate from me, or they're in like Rhinebeck, where we go on the Sheep and Wool Festival, more towards the Adirondack side or the Kingston side, but we don't have Tops over here either. But I don't know. Hold on a minute. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see this. Okay, let's see. You'll see, maybe you should go. You should go. You should. You've heard of... I'd like to see us get a Costco somewhere, you know, either in Pennsylvania or New York or something. I mean, they have them in New Jersey, but the Costco's, we don't have any Costco's around here. We have Sam's Club, which we belong to, and then there's BJ's, and those are basically the club stores. And then, like, Wegmans has, like, some club packs, and they call them club packs and things like that. There's one room of what? Oh, there's one north of you. You have Costco. You pay a membership. Yeah, you have to do that for Sam's too. are you near Connecticut? Alice, I mean, we can take a day trip to Connecticut, but it's too far to go for like a Costco, you know. I mean, it's in the tri-state area. You've got Costco 30 minutes from you. You have Sam's too. Yeah. Anyway, right? And Sam's is like the greatest. Then you can get a frozen yogurt for like $1, and it's like huge. Isn't that crazy? You get a frozen yogurt for $1. You can get a drink for 89 cents. All right, so let's see. Let's talk about Delphi, then we'll talk about Gypsy. Costco delivers too to you? Well, not where I live, but okay. Let's see now. Thank you for all the hearts. Appreciate that. And we're also going to talk about Lori Vallow wanting to defend herself. Okay. Let me get my Delphi. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hey, KMB. Hi, Bunny Love Galore. Hi, Eva. How are you? Everybody on TikTok? Hope you're all good. Hi, Connie. Wow, 3,244 likes already on TikTok. Thank you, guys. Okay, let me go. Hi, Catherine. And we're going to talk about our Delphi case here. Okay. Let's see. So today was day 9. And let's see what we started the day with over on here. This is not being live streamed, which is a shame. But on Saturday, I think I'll just recap on this Saturday. Indiana State Police Lieutenant Jerry Holman, he interviewed Richard Allen on October 26th, 2022. Wow, that's almost 4 years to the day, right? That's less than 2 weeks after Allen's home in Delphi was searched and his car, as well as several guns and phones, were seized. The recorded interview is what led to Richard Allen's arrest. And Jerry Holman started by explaining his technique on how he interviews or questions a witness. He talked about the common practice of lying to suspects about the amount of evidence investigators have. They're allowed to use deception. They're allowed to use those tactics. Holman said he didn't plan on arresting Richard Allen at the start of the interview, but he still read him his rights. He said he asked Richard Allen if anyone borrowed his cars, clothes, or guns for long periods of time, and Richard Allen said no. Richard Allen denied having a firearm with him on February 13th, 2017. That was the day of the murders of Abby and Libby. Holman then said he explained to Richard Allen that a forensic report said the cartridge that was found at the scene had been cycled through his Sig Sauer P226. Richard Allen had no explanation and said, hey, that's not possible. His demeanor changed after that, according to Jerry Holman. And then Holman explained that there were witnesses who said he was the man in the bridge guy video. He said in court that was not true, but it was used as a way to get a reaction from Allen. So yeah, deception again. They didn't have any witnesses that said that, but they do that all the time in interrogations. Richard Allen denied at least 20 times that he was the killer and that his gun was there, according to Jerry Holman. Now, he said that Allen said in the interview, and I quote, "I am not going to tell you something I didn't do. I don't care what you do to me. I am not going to ever tell you something I didn't do." Holman said that Richard Allen confirmed he was on the Monon High Bridge on February 13, 2017. And Holman said, "I noticed a few signs of deception. They were very subtle. And after meeting with other investigators, Holman determined that Richard Allen would be arrested." When the defense asked if mistakes have been made in the investigation, Holman responded, "There's been mistakes. Yes." Okay, and then Monday, trial day. Let's see, court began at 9:01. Judge Gull said the jury had family time on Saturday and they had access to their devices. At 9:07 a.m., the prosecution attorney James Luttrell began direct examination of ISB forensic scientist Stacy Bazanovsky. She specializes in paternity or kinship analysis. And Stacy tells the jury that ISP Lab is a nationally accredited team of experts. She describes the lab testing and the quality assurance processes, and she describes DNA to the jury and how it functions and where it can be found in the bodily fluids. She told the jury that DNA can also be found in hair and skin cells, but that it is most rich in blood and saliva. She said that DNA cannot be tested to see when it was deposited. She described to the jury the steps that were involved in testing for DNA. And then she describes single source DNA and mixture DNA. She described a report that she made in March of 2017 and her testing of 2 Indiana SA evidence kits. Stacy told the jury the details of how the kits were performed on both Libby and Abby, and she told the jury that there was no seminal fluid detected and that the kits mostly excluded male DNA with the exception of one set of swabs and a fingernail scraping kit from each girl. She told the jury that the kits suggested a presence of male DNA, but it was insufficient for further analysis. She concluded that there was no male DNA or there was insufficient male DNA for further analysis. So that's something, okay? The girls had no seminal fluid and they didn't have, male DNA on them. It was insufficient, anything that there was. She told the jury that at the time they were not performing confirmation tests and that it was a choice to preserve DNA material. Further results of DNA testing on cervical swabs on the girls showed no male DNA evidence. She told the jury that the amounts of DNA detected wasn't necessarily unusual. She said hands and fingernails in everyday contact with things like laundry and the sharing of household items can sometimes show DNA under testing. Stacy told the jury that genital swabs showed a very small amount of DNA and that she wouldn't be surprised if that DNA came from clothing or previous contact. She described the testing of several other swabs introduced into evidence, several from Abby and Libby and some from trees. In all cases, she said 0 or small amounts of male DNA were found. The court, let's see what we got next. Got over here. Sometimes she didn't have this in order here. Defense attorney Jennifer Auger cross-examined the DNA expert Stacy Bazanovsky. She's the DNA expert for the Indiana State Police. Auger began by asking Stacy to explain what technology extracts DNA from hair strands without a root. and they talked back and forth about the technique, which the expert said is being expanded and still not in full force. It's only being used for unidentified human remains, Stacy said. Then Auger asked her about strands of hair being held at the lab that have not yet been tested, and asserted that the testing should happen now as Richard Allen is on trial and this is potential evidence. Remember that hair? Remember the hair in the hands? Auger also asked if any hair samples from Richard Allen had been submitted, and she said, the expert, Stacy, said no. They went back and forth about a hair that was found in Abby Williams' right hand, and hair samples from Libby German's sister and grandmother were only tested recently, with Auger mentioning the number of years that had passed since the murders. Stacy later said that the lab did not develop a DNA profile from an unknown male based on rape kits, despite mentioning they had reason to believe from the case information that was provided that it was a male perpetrator. This means that Richard Allen is included in the profile. Stacy said regarding the samples, the majority of results cannot determine the amount of people contributing to DNA on the items. Auger then questioned the contamination standards, referring to a black hoodie that was contaminated by a male. Stacy said that she had no male assistants and no one except her had touched it during the autopsy. She said she reviewed DNA from items belonging to Richard Allen and she did not find any connection between Allen and the two girls. She also said there was not enough DNA on the unspent cartridge or the magic bullet found at the scene to develop a DNA profile for anyone. Following a few questions from the prosecution and the defense, the jury chimed in with questions about protocol, which kind of protocol was in place at the lab, and how evidence was stored. And then she was dismissed at around 2:50 p.m. Monday. Let's see. Following her testimony, the state called Major Pat Cicero to the stand. Cicero is a LaPorte County Sheriff's Major with previous experience as a crime scene investigator. Cicero said his specialty while as a CSI was bloodstains. Cicero explained to the jury how bloodstains work and how investigators look at stain shapes to pull information about the case. He also explained how CSIs reconstruct scenes. Cicero was asked to assist with the Delphi murders until February 12th of 2024. He didn't visit the scene until April 4th. The state shared a number of exhibits which showed stains found at the scene and a diagram of where the girls' bodies were found. He pointed out bloodstains on a tree and explained that that's a transfer stain. Transfer stains are left behind when a bloodied object comes into contact with another. After showing the jury the stains and explaining how CSIs use chemicals to make blood stains stand out, Cicero said all of the stains found at the scene were transfer stains. So they were transferred by another item touching that. Cicero then explained that the blood stains found on Libby German's body, including a transfer stain on her foot, lightened blood on her face, and blood found on her thighs. Cicero said due to the altered blood patterns, he believes at one point Libby was sat upright, but then moved after dying. He also added that blood found on the tree belonged to Libby. He said he did not believe Abby Williams was moved after injury. Williams did not have blood on her hands, which Cicero said could have been due to the possibility of possibly being restrained or unconscious. Okay. Pat Cicero, they took a break, and then Pat Cicero returned to the stand. The state prosecutor, James Luttrell, Questioned Cicero about his conclusions about the crime scene and specific details about the body. Cicero told the jury he believed Abby Williams was killed while wearing the clothes she was found in, and said he wasn't surprised that investigators... Let me see. Something seems off with this. He wasn't surprised that investigators didn't predation on the bodies given the climate and temperature on February 13, 2017. He added that he believed at least one person killed the girls, but he couldn't rule out that more may have been involved. Defense attorney Jennifer Auger asked Cicero about his conclusions on the blood that was found at the scene. Jennifer asked him to explain how the blood could have been transferred to where it was, and she asked if the girls could have been lifted. Cicero said not necessarily, including that the girl's body could have been turned. He mentioned in earlier testimony that Libby's body may have been moved or dragged after her death. He confirmed to the court, though, that at some point Libby German's neck was above her head. Defense attorney Auger noted that it would have been highly appropriate to document any drag marks that were found at the scene February of 2017. She asked Cicero if in all of the photographic evidence he reviewed, could he link anything from the murders to Richard Allen? And Cicero said no. Then there was the redirect, Luttrell, to which Cicero explained that his theory that Libby's arm could have been used to pull her body, and that if she was dragged, her head would fall back. Luttrell then asked if SA could occur without leaving DNA, and if Libby's injuries were inflicted at the same time. Cicero said yes to the first question, so SA can occur without leaving DNA, and said the injuries would have been inflicted at different times. Defense attorney Auger jumped in, remarking that Cicero had no idea how that blood transfer got on that tree. And Cicero said no. Could there have been other methods? Yes. You can't rule out that Abby and Libby were killed at the same time? Auger asked. No, I can't. Cicero concluded. That was 5 p.m. and court was adjourned then, and we'll be back tomorrow after morning. Now, I don't know. What do you think now? I mean, I'm going to do another poll because this is, a little bit crazy that they're not linking anything to Richard Allen. And I know, I don't know. What do you guys think? See, that's why I can't go in. I don't want to see the families either. Okay. But if you go at the close, well, if you just go for the verdict, I don't think they'll be showing all that, but I don't know. But are you still, okay, I'm going to put the poll up, okay? Let's see. Given what we've talked about up till now, and now again today, hold on 1 second. Ouch. I'm trying to put the poll up here. And then, because I want to see how this changes from day to day based on this. Okay. All right. There we go. Start the poll. There we go. So let's see what this poll brings in. Oh, put 3. Well, it's too late, so I'll remove her. Yeah, I get it, Scooter. Okay, so far, right now, the way it's standing, it's the majority are saying that no, you don't think he is. Wow, it's up to 80%. Nope, no, 75, 80% now saying no. And if anyone wants to call in, you're welcome to call in and discuss this case. Your feelings on it is fine, whatever you feel. So, I mean, I don't know. So the only thing is that oh gosh, my goodness. So now, who knows? Could they say that somebody planted that there to frame him? If that's the only thing they have, is that going to be enough reasonable doubt if there's nothing else linking him? I don't know. I don't know. I said no because I think he had help. Now, aren't they going to be bringing in that guy, what is his name, Anthony? That heavyset guy, the one that brought them out to a river one time, and what the heck was his name? And they think this is going to be like another week, right? Okay, we've got it's dropping. So now we have 62% say no. Now we're getting almost to it being split. Ask again tomorrow. If the judge lets some new evidence come in, I might change my mind. Okay. So do you think Richard Allen is guilty of the murders of Abby and Libby? And 38% that answered say yes, and 62% say no. So that's interesting. I'll leave the poll up for a little bit. Hi, Psychic Dashton, the Vampire Slayer. You don't know this case, but it's good to find out. So I can't vote yet. Okay, gotcha, Psychic. Gotcha. Totally get it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're ready to talk about Noreen, isn't it Noreen, Vallow, Daybell? Let's, okay. So let's get over here. let me get a graphic up here. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, Lori. Lori is not sweet nor a heart. Come on. Come on, Lori. Okay. So, I don't know what the heck just happened. My graphic of Lori just went flying, and I almost lost my TikTok. Hey, all the people on TikTok. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, KG. Hi, Peanut Butter Cup. Hi, Faith, Adele. Hi, Sandra. Kananti. So let me see. I want to see what they're saying over here on the talks. Extremely sad day. Still no evidence pointing to Rick Allen. State's own witnesses are helping the defense. Yeah, I agree. And I'm not sure exactly what your name is here, but I like which, because it looks like a symbol, but I do appreciate you contributing here. If you want to call in, you're welcome to. Nanny61, hi. Mama56, welcome. Andrea Huffine, hello there. KMB, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. D, hi. Peanut 0366, hi there. How are you? If you ever want to come see us on YouTube, you just go to the link in the profile here on TikTok. But thank you so much. 4,964 likes, thank you. Okay. So, but I agree there about, the state's own witnesses seem to be helping Richard Allen's case, don't they? Hi, Nicole. How are you? All right, let's get back to Lori Noreen. And I'm going to get her, kind of lost my photo that I was going to put up, but I'm going to get it back. Okay. All right, here we go. Come on. So in case you forgot, Lori's facing, whoopsie, trial in Arizona, and she's deciding that she wants to represent herself. So last week, the judge approved a request from Lori's defense team for a formal competency evaluation, which would require 2 mental health experts to assess Lori before her case can proceed. The trial is scheduled to start February 25th, 2025. You know, we thought that was a long way off, and it's like right here around the corner. It is. We're already starting to plan our beach vacation. It is crazy. It's going to fly until Christmas. Then, you know, comes January, and boom. It goes so freaking fast. Okay. So she's no stranger, right, to mental health competency and examinations, and even going to a mental hospital to be rendered competent, because they don't have insanity there. So if they send her off, remember they had to make her competent for trial, and that's one of the reasons they took the death penalty off the table. So that was ahead of her murder trial last year. She spent approximately 9 months in an Idaho state mental hospital. And after her treatment, the judge ruled that she was competent to stand trial, affirms that she's mentally fit to proceed. Her trial had previously been delayed, and she was ordered to undergo this mental health treatment to be restored to competency. That's what they restore them, okay? She wants to represent herself, which, oh boy, will be something, right? So let's see here about how far she's going in this. According to the court documents, Lori Vallow Daybell, she's already a convicted murderer. She requested to waive her right to legal counsel and would like to represent herself in her upcoming Arizona trial. The court filing was dated October 25th. It indicates that Lori Vallow Daybell submitted the request on October 16th, while her public defender filed a motion to withdraw on October 21st. The presiding judge, however, has chosen to defer a decision on Lori's request until after the completion of her Rule 11 process, which is a standard evaluation to determine mental competency. So they're not going to make any decision until they find out she's of her right mind, because maybe she's not of her right mind and that's why she's doing this, right? So yeah, we'll follow up on that, but interesting to note. Okay, and now I'm going to go quickly back to you guys to see if how we're doing on that poll, and if you have any thoughts on Lori Noreen Vallow Daybell. Okay, here we go. So that poll now is 53% and no, and 47% yes for Richard Allen. If you haven't voted, take a few seconds now to put your vote in there on that vote there. That's about great. And let's see. There's a level of crazy. No one can help Lori Vallow. Maybe Mr. Owen will take this case also, Snow Remover said. That would be something, right? She looks crazier, Oliver said. She would be a nightmare to represent, Oliver said. Interesting, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so let's go on to Gypsy. Because Gypsy and Ken had a long live. Well, actually, it was on Ken's channel, which I have my own thoughts on that, but I'm going to share them with you, of course. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here, and if you want to come up and talk about Gypsy, just let me know. But there's a lot to unpack. Let me just change the graphic. And okay. So Ryan. So there is a video where, let me show you this. Gypsy appears in this shirt talking about Taylor Swift. Okay, we know how since she's been released, she thought she was going to go to that Kansas City Chiefs football game, right? And then she had this thing that, she was going to meet Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift was going to be so happy to see her. It was going to be great. She probably built that up so badly. Taylor Swift wanted nothing to do with Gypsy Rose, evidently, and she was not allowed to go there, nor was she allowed to bother Taylor Swift. And then she would begin playing Taylor Swift music in her TikTok videos. She was like really putting herself out there to try to get some tickets to these concerts, but it didn't happen. And when it didn't happen, Miss Gypsy goes into an account. Well, and I know you have to understand, their divorce is not final. And things have to be figured out financially with the both of them and where they stand and stuff. And what she did is she went into an account. Ryan got an alert that someone is trying to purchase Taylor Swift tickets for $12,000. She felt no need to tell Ryan about this. Had the bank not alerted him, she would have got that money and been able to purchase those tickets. Who was she buying tickets for? Herself and Ken Urker. And Ryan was just so glad that the bank called and he could deny the transaction, which when Gypsy was in this video that you see here, she said, I can't go to the concert because I couldn't snag tickets. She calls that snagging tickets. So that's horrendous, Gypsy. $12,000, okay. She's just going to take it behind someone's back and just go there because she's entitled and she should be going to see Taylor Swift and she wants to go there with Ken Urker. So anyway, then Ryan says, let him buy the tickets. Yeah, laugh, laugh, right? Anyway, so I guess Ken is trying to do a little bit better. He's seen the press about him being aggravated and short with Gypsy. And so they did a live where they're sitting on a couch. It's very, very dark. They're watching The Penguin, and he's saying it's really good, and they're waiting for another episode to drop, and they ordered cookies. And she said, I ordered these cookies. Now, it's very funny. When she's ever asked anything about the pregnancy, she always reiterates the same things. I'm telling you, this pregnancy is so strange that, she actually has gotten into better shape pregnant, right? She doesn't cavil, speak, go on about the baby the way most pregnant women do, okay? I mean, now, yeah, everybody can act different, sure. But when she does speak of things, it's almost like she memorizes them. There's no feeling to what she says. It's like she's read it out of a book and she's memorized it. And it seems so disconnected. It seems so cold. It doesn't seem like there's any realness to it. Like she constantly repeats the same things. And she reminds me very much of the way a sociopath or a psychopath has to process how they're going to show the right emotions because they just don't have those feelings for real. So they have to say, okay, well, I've read this, and this is what most moms are saying about this best time, and she will keep saying it. So when they said, well, what do you like best about being pregnant? She repeated what she's said multiple times. Oh, I know when she's sleeping and where she's sleeping, and then when she's, it was like the same thing we've heard. They were also doing this live TikTok, and they were doing it on Ken's channel. And she was watching the chat on her phone. He was getting a little perturbed with that and like, why do you have to do that? Why can't you just look at it here? And she said, no, I want to look at it over here. At one point, she gets up to go to the bathroom, which is what she said. And you can see Ken is like freaked out. He doesn't know what she's doing. I think he's scared of her for a number of reasons, okay? He doesn't know what. She's unpredictable. In 1 minute, he could be out. Then he'd lose that lifetime money, all of that stuff. So he's like, what, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to the bathroom. Then he paused the TikTok stream, came back. She was there. She said something about $41. And I think she was saying she spent $41 on these insomnia cookies to have them delivered. And so then there's a knock at the door, whatever. She comes back with a box of cookies. She immediately starts chomping into them. And then I think she did hand him a piece, but she starts eating the cookies. And then they start talking about the nurseries, which is interesting because there's a picture, I mentioned it the other night. The father, Rod, and Mia are in a kitchen. It doesn't look like Rod and Christy's kitchen. And I thought, wow, could this be Gypsy's new house? And I don't know, I'm just saying. But then Ken said, we're going to have 2 nurseries. I'm going to start painting the one here. I bought a pink paint. And then Gypsy's got hers at her house. That's what he said. He said her house. And I thought, is that a slip or what? They went on later to say something about her living with the parents. But in the beginning he said, no, I haven't moved in her parents' house in Cutoff, Louisiana. No, and he was responding to a few things in the chat, like just the thing about them living together. And then there were comments, I believe it was about the baby's pictures or stuff, if they were taken from another ultrasound. And then Gypsy said, no, that's been debunked. That's, it's not the same picture. I can't believe this. And they're awkward. They made a video recently where she brought out baby food and he had a guess. That was something that was direct from her PR. They mentioned that a long time ago. So, yeah, it was very awkward live. They were doing this, but Ken was doing it on his channel, and I think Ken is trying to compete with Ryan with a channel of his own. Now, there are a couple of reasons Ken wants this, right? Ken doesn't want to be on Gypsy's channel. Ken wants his own channel. Ken wants to connect with people. Ken wants to be able to talk about situations should he end up splitting from Gypsy, right? So Ken has his own agenda there. There were also some other YouTube creators that were popping into the stream asking him to go on their panels, to which he said, no thank you. So let's see if anybody else has any things going on here. She said in this video, I'm wearing my Cruel Summer, which I got from the mall. It's really cute, and I'm wearing a friendship bracelet that says Celebrate, and I'm wearing a necklace that's inspired by Lovers Era, earrings inspired by Reputation Era, and she simply couldn't get her hands on tickets for the October 25th to 27 shows at Caesars Superdome Stadium. And she said, I know that I've been looking forward to this concert for a long time. I was really hoping to go, but unfortunately I just couldn't snag tickets. And also, I wasn't expecting to be pregnant. Priorities had to shift a little bit, but I'm watching the concert on a live stream, and I'm so happy for everyone that's going. I think I'll go to a concert at some point. It just won't be this time around. Okay, and let's see what you guys are talking about. Here we are. Okay, so hi Sandra Voss, how are you? He's going to take the baby and run, Oliver said. Take the baby and run. Let's see how this poll is coming out. Do you think Richard Allen is guilty of the murders of Abby and Libby? 57% now. Now the poll has shifted. 57% are saying yes. 43% no. Take the money and run. Take the baby and run. Far away. Okay, I'm going to end that poll. And let's see. Or maybe his life. He is not happy, Oliver said. Debbie said he's definitely not happy. No, he's not. He's not. And I think he knows that there's a lot on the line. And I think that the show and everyone else is saying to him, look, Ken, you cannot look at this. Look how you look in this video. Because they mentioned that about how he looked in that video, okay? You know, you look like you're at the end of, or on your last nerve. And we can't have this, okay? You guys have to put out this, you know, fakeness about your relationship, Ken. You've got to get on the program. And that's why when she got up, I mean, he was really nervous. Like, it was like a scared nervous. It wasn't like a concerned, are you okay? It was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong and what are you going to do? You know, it's scary because she's erratic. And we know from Nick that her behavior is erratic and that it scared Nick. We know that. We know from Ryan, seeing the little bit that we saw, that she's completely erratic in her behavior. Now, he didn't know where she was going. Maybe she's been telling her parents crazy stuff. Maybe Rod or someone has gotten on Ken's case. Maybe he thought she was going to call up Lifetime and get him axed from the show, right? That's his job, apparently. So, yeah, he didn't know. She's unpredictable. She is just a loose cannon, and she just is all over the place, and whatever she feels at the time, she's going to go off and act on. So, yeah, I think he was not acting out of concern, in my opinion. He was acting out of fear. He seemed genuinely afraid. And, yeah, I was definitely afraid. What do you think? Put it down in the comments if you think he was afraid. Because I think he was afraid. Let me know. I need you to let me know if you think he was afraid. And I'm going to go and he's gonna, yeah, you think he's going to take the baby and run? You know, I think you're right. It's so hard to comprehend that she is pregnant because it is absolutely so strange. Sleep with both eyes open, Ken, Oliver says. Yeah, yep. I hear you there. I don't know. So, What was Dee Dee's maiden name? Dee Dee's maiden name was, oh my gosh, what was it? It was, hold on a minute. With a P. Oh my gosh, no, it's, Petrie. Right? Petrie. Hello, Alyssa. Petrie, I believe. But, oh yeah, and remember that video, Oliver, that she made really early on and said, I guess I'm going to have to stop wearing crop tops, right? And we're like, when did she wear crop tops? And ever since that video, she started to wear crop tops. She starts to wear them, and she's still wearing crop tops. It's very odd. It's very odd. No stretch mark stories. There's like no stories. Okay, then they were saying they have to buy double everything. Ken goes 2 cribs and 2 bassinets. And I'm thinking to myself, come on, Ken. Why do you need 2 cribs? You know, okay, a crib? Yeah, okay. You know you need 2 bassinets. Why does he need 2 bassinets? Are you serious? So he's saying he needs double everything. And do we have everything for the baby? Well, not really everything yet. And he's going to paint the room pink. And then she said she's really not going with the theme. So, wow, that's okay. And then she, because it's partially her room, so then she, again, now she makes it seem like she's still with Christy and Rod. But unless there's some big holdout for that Lifetime show, I don't know. What'd you say? You said, hi, 61 was asking, could you look over a girl in the walk-in oven in Walmart? Yeah, I did look at that case. I will pull it up again. I covered it a couple of days ago, but I will pull it up again. And hi 61, have you sent me your address? Please. Right. No childbirth questions. Things that a normal mother would ask, but we hear the same thing. Pregnancy cravings, orange juice, applesauce. Like it's just so strange because most mothers would say, oh my gosh, and now, oh, it's my hips are hurting me, because you know, like when the joints start to loosen and it takes me to turn over in bed, it's like a 47-point maneuver. Like these are things that you hear, okay? Or you hear about your feet swelling, or you hear about, you know, the baby dropping, the baby's high, the baby's dropping, I'm all out in front, you know, they see looks like I'm carrying a boy. They say it looks like I'm carrying a girl. You know, my hair is getting either, you know, nicer or limper or like, but we don't hear this from Gypsy. We don't hear it. We don't hear about prenatal appointments. We don't hear about gestational diabetes testing. We don't hear about that stuff that you would normally hear about. Oh, and the other thing that they addressed when she was showing pictures of the 3D, 4D ultrasound, and then there's like a rendition of what the baby will look like, and those look remarkably alike for a lot of the babies. But anyway, she puts those out there and she says, oh gosh, they're saying that we're putting the baby on social media, and she's like, the baby, I'm going to stay true to that. This is not the baby. This is the pregnancy. When the baby's born, we said. Okay? And anybody that thinks she's not going to put that baby on social media, okay, is just deluding themselves. But anyway, there's just so many questions. If she hadn't had that ultrasound, I would never believe she's pregnant. She doesn't act as if she's going to have a baby. She doesn't look like it. It's so bizarre. But there's so many things she should be talking about. Okay? And she's not. She's not. She doesn't even talk about going into labor if she's at Ken's house, right? What will it be like if I go into labor and I'm at Ken's house? And what will it be like if I'm in cutoff and Ken's not there? I've got to go to the hospital. She doesn't talk about any of it. Just, it's so odd. It is so, so odd. You know, so just, it's like she's not even excited to talk about baby stuff. Most new moms are like really excited about the stuff they picked out, the stuff they got, setting up the nursery. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And then somebody was saying, well, how long is it going to be? And I think she had said it was 86 days. And he goes, oh my gosh, 68 days. And she goes, no, 86 days. Or it was 82. And he goes, oh, I was dyslexic with that. But, yeah, Scooter says, right, already had the ultrasound on social media, so don't believe she won't have the baby on it. Are we sure she didn't pay for that like a paid actress? Yeah, I don't think the company would do that. I don't think they would put themselves on the line. Leg cramps, right? Oh, the hospital bag. I think she will do the hospital bag because the PR company mentioned that to her. And just as they mentioned the baby food testing. The video, it's on her YouTube channel, Alyssa, and it's also, there's a clip of it on the ultrasound's own site. No, there isn't a clip of it, I'm sorry. But the woman that did it is on that site. So she is a real person and it's a real place. So anyway, yeah, I just think it's very odd. So let's see what else is going on here. You want me to look up that woman in the oven? Okay. Okay, so Walmart employees have voiced confusion over the tragic death of a 19-year-old staff member who was burned to death inside a walk-in oven because they can't close on their own. So, hold on a moment. Let me get a picture up here, okay? Oh my goodness. Come on, sweet stuff. Let's go. Hang on, it's opening up. Here we go. Huh. So apparently there's Walmart employees that are putting up TikTok videos. Where they're, come on, picture. All right, let's get this. Okay. Oh my goodness. Hang with me for just a second. This picture is taking its own sweet time. I think it's finally here. Okay. I'm gonna pop this over here. Oh my goodness, where did you go? Hang on a minute. Should be popping up there. There we go. Let's get this full screen now. Okay. So there's the oven, okay? And that's a TikTok video that's a still from it, where a Walmart employee is demonstrating how much force was required for the oven to close. So there are up videos on YouTube, and then people are saying, like, this doesn't sound right. Something's not okay, right? Okay. Well, let's go back. Okay, so they're making these TikTok videos. Staff and former employees have been sharing insights about the inner mechanics of working inside the Walmart bakery. It comes on the back of the 19-year-old girl's tragic death last weekend. She became stuck inside the walk-in oven of the store, and she worked in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Mary, who made a video, said the door does not latch and was not designed to do that when the door simply push closed. Instead, there has to be a significant force to close the door. Many demonstrated that they stepped inside the oven and they utilized the emergency release from inside the oven, showing that it's a simple push feature on the other side of the door. One of the creators of these videos said, and I quote, "I'm not trying to theorize or form a conspiracy. It's just hard to wrap my head around it when Walmart bakery ovens are so safe to use." That video has been viewed 3.6 million times and has sparked an outpouring of responses from other Walmart employees across the nation who agreed that that oven should not have been able to close easily. Another bakery worker previously said that the interior safety release is metal, meaning it would get extremely hot when the oven was turned on. Police are investigating the girl's death, and the Walmart superstore remains closed more than a week past the tragedy. It's unclear how she became trapped inside the oven, and a dispatch call came early this week. Was revealed that there was a female employee locked inside an oven in the bakery. Yikes. That is, let's see if this is the call. Hang on. Let's see See if this starts up.
Dispatch to Station 5 engine for a technical rescue call from Mumford Road, Walmart, 6990 Mumford Road. Female has locked in an oven in a bakery. Oven is on. Unsure if the staff are able to turn it off. Dispatch to Station 5 engine for a technical rescue, 6990 Mumford Road, Walmart, the bakery. Time to page 2122. Call will be on Ops 4.
Dispatch 9 engine, just looking for an update.
9 engine, update regarding ETA for ES or approving the fine tuning.
All day.
See what I can do. Let's do 9 engine.
Go ahead. The person trapped in the, on their, do you have the power shut off for that? The staff know to turn the power off? She's in there. Okay, then for if they do make contact back, just tell them to shut the power off.
Dispatch from Mumford Command.
Go ahead, Commander.
I just got the last part of the conversation, I think, with the divisional commander. The person who was out of the oven upon arrival, we're just dealing with regional police at this point right now.
Copy all.
Dispatch doing that for speed-wise. Wasn't aware that the call was still ongoing. That just came in. You take me off the call. We'll be back in service back at dispatch channel. Dispatch Rescue 48.
Copy.
Code 1.
Okay, so, yeah, distressing. The mother of the girl who worked at Walmart alongside of her daughter made the distressing discovery after conducting a frantic search around the store for her daughter. A colleague noted leakage coming from the walk-in oven. Imagine the horror that mother experienced, who herself opened the oven. Oh my gosh. So there is a GoFundMe. See here, as you know, her charred remains were found inside the walk-in oven after a few hours, and the mother is reportedly, of course, traumatized by the discovery. My gosh. Oh my gosh. What the heck? How don't they have cameras there that saw that? There's no cameras back there that caught that. It's just so crazy. Wow. That is just crazy. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to see what this GoFundMe says for the family. Okay, hang on, here it comes. Maybe not. It's not. I don't think it's linking to the right page. It's not. Okay. So, all right, let's go back to the information over here. Family's sufferings are unimaginable and indescribable, said in their appeal. The daughter has been remembered as a beautiful girl, came to Canada with big dreams. Walmart officials say in a statement that they are heartbroken and deepest thoughts are with our associate and their family. We extend our sincerest condolences to those who were closest to them. We're also supporting our associates during this incredibly difficult time and have provided access to 24/7 virtual care and will provide on-site support, including grief counseling. So yeah, that is very very odd, like what happened there, right? So crazy. Okay. Let's see if see if you guys have any insight here. I know. Okay, there we go. I'm coming back to the live chat and see if High 61 or anyone is here that wanted to talk about this case. Kevin said, OMG, her mother, yes, her mother found her in the oven. How could that happen, little lady said. This is shocking. It is shocking, isn't it? Never heard of such a thing, Scooter said. Slam RN, hi. GoFundMe was stopped after they raised $194,449,000 Canadian. Oh, okay, gotcha. Not that it's going to bring her back or anything like that. Wouldn't she scream? Well, like they said, what if the surfaces were super duper hot and, a walk-in oven. Now, I'm not sure of this because, okay, I've never been around a walk-in oven. And do they go in, like, what is this walk-in oven? Is it like a walk-in cooler, but it has all kinds of shelves where they bake those sheet cakes, multiple sheet cakes at one time? So then what is the temperature of that oven? How many people are usually putting this stuff in? I would imagine a lot of things go in at one time. I'm kind of lost. Exactly, Oliver. I've heard of coolers and freezers, but not ovens. So it's very odd. Let's see what else we can find out about this, because, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's the procedures of how these ovens are used? Okay, let's see. Industrial walk-in ovens and truck-in ovens. How the Walmart ovens work. Let's see. Okay, it says both the mother and the daughter emigrated from India to Canada 2 to 3 years ago. Both of them had been working at that Walmart for 2 years. The rest of their family still is in India. And it sounds like they were doing the traditional immigrant story of saving money and establishing themselves so the rest of the family could move to Canada with them. There is literally no evidence to support the mother murdering her daughter, because I guess people have been saying that. However, considering the girl had worked at that Walmart for 2 years, there is no way she didn't know safety protocols and risks about the oven. Either some sort of tremendous F-up happened while doing some sort of bigger task in the bakery, or she was pushed in and the door closed. Kitchen equipment is loud. Once the door is closed, no one outside the oven could hear you. Walmart is currently not verifying if she was on shift or not, because to say she was would immediately implicate whoever the shift lead was for not paying attention or even remotely doing their job. Most likely the employees were left unsupervised to do their work while the manager was off doing something. Walmart is also one of the most camera-heavy stores around, so if it wasn't an accident, they most assuredly have footage of the entire area outside. Yeah, you would think, right? They have a lot of cameras in Walmart and around the bakery, and should be able to very quickly figure out Who, if anyone, was around that area? Yeah, well, who, if anyone, and show us, like, what happened with the door and with her, right? If someone is saying that they think, she was murdered. They said they worked at Walmart and they know how the ovens work. It's common. Let me see something here. Statistically, you're likely more. Okay, she's talking about something. I don't know. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh boy. So a bakery worker offered insight on how the walk-in ovens work amid intense speculation about how a teenage Walmart employee became trapped inside. Gursimran Kaur, I'm probably butchering her name, 19, tragically died inside a walk-in oven. Her death has sparked widespread confusion about how she became trapped and prompted people to reveal they didn't even know that walk-in ovens existed. So now someone on TikTok is showing stuff. This is the girl that was tragically killed up here. There's for her and her family. Wow. Okay, and it said, she did say from experience, most walk-in ovens do have similar features. There's no emergency off switch inside the ovens. On the inside of the door, there is an emergency release button, but the button is metal and would be extremely hot to press. She said, I'm not sure about other companies, but we set our ovens to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. She said the oven doesn't turn off when it's opened. It stays on throughout the day until we finish baking everything. All right. And they put these, I guess, huge like racks that go in with multiple like cookie sheets on there. And they're rolled in, I guess. So I don't know. It's very odd, isn't it? It is odd. And what happened? I mean, okay, so some people are responding to this. They're leaving comments and they're saying, there's not a way to turn the oven off from inside, but there is a lever to open the door from inside. The door is very heavy and difficult to open. The bakery team starts work at 4 a.m. and they leave between noon and 1. The baking is done in the morning, so the oven should have been turned off hours before she was there. They clean the racks daily, but a full cleaning is weekly. Someone said, I have questions. What would an emergency stop button on an oven which operates at many hundreds of degrees do exactly? My oven stays hot for an hour or so after it's turned off. Someone said it's been a few days since this story came out. I'm still very confused about how this could have happened. I worked in kitchens for 33 years. So I am not really an outsider. Ovens like this would be able to hold a lot, I'm sure, but it would all be front-loading, meaning that whatever you're putting in there, you would have to push inside, not pull. The only way I could see someone getting stuck was as if they did that, pulled the big racks inside and then got stuck, but I just can't see that happening. So there must have been some other way. She got stuck inside, but I can't think of one. As for an emergency release button inside, why would one even be needed? Something's very wrong here. Possibly inexperience, they say. Okay. Crazy. That is crazy. All right, let me just see what you guys are saying. And where is Hi? If Hi is here. Okay, your brain can't figure it out. How? You're saying how? I know. How? I don't know. Is there any other employees that would have done something like that? Someone had to have shut the door while she was in there. Where are all the cameras? Scooter said, was the daughter dating someone who was not approved by the family? Just asking, because it was suggested. I've only heard of the one, Kanika Jenkins in the freezer. I hope not. Slam, an honor killing? Hope not. Happened in Rosemont, Illinois, where you grew up. Her mom probably saw going to oven, realizing nothing should be baking. I don't know. I'm sure more is going to come out. I'm sure they have cameras all around there. Walmart is notorious for how many cameras they have, right? They have them all hanging down like crazy from the ceiling. And, just nuts. Good night there, Slam. You're up way past your bedtime? Yeah. Hi, Nora. How are you? Your brother, what? Your brother-in-law was brought up in Pakistan. Oh, yeah. And left many years ago. The stories he tells would be just as shocking as this. Really? Yikes. You've got to go too? Okay, Oliver. You have a good night. They have them anywhere. Good night, Slam. Age is just a number, right, Slam? I've been up since 7. Going all day. Very high stress. I had to find the hospital again. I didn't see a woman swinging her arms. I found the hospital right away. Isn't that crazy? I didn't have to call Nanette. I didn't see the lady swinging her arms. It was a day, though. It was a long day. Oh, my goodness. It was a long day. Nora says, working. Where's Hi? I thought Hi wanted me to do this article. Not article. This, oh, my gosh, this case, Kevin. But I don't see Hi. Working and listening. Going to rewind. Curious about the oven story. I know, Nora. We better do the word cookie before we go, right? We got to do our cookies. Get our mind off this kind of stuff right now. Okay. Was Walmart open when this happened? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he asked last night, Kevin? Oh, you made it sound like he asked tonight. Okay. All right. Never mind. Never mind. Gin is always there. Always. I've never had one more that's not in there. Because sometimes they change, but no, this one is always, always there. You and I got that at the same time, generic, Kevin. I did it and I saw you there. Huh. Fabric Queen. Hi, Fabric Queen. Rig, Alyssa, yeah. Green I got. Generic I got. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Emmy. Okay. Let's see. Erie? Erie, Pennsylvania? I don't think so. I don't think so. I did that, Kevin. It doesn't work. No, never mind. Never mind what? Never mind what? Oh, your usage of the, oh, I got it. Nope. Nope. Huh. Oh, I see one. I see another one. Nicer. Okay, how about niece? Oh, niece is one, yeah. Yep. I got nicer. I have nicer. Genie. A genie in a bottle. You're a genie in a bottle? Yeah. Scooter get genie? Oh, she didn't. Okay, I got those. Oh, and searing? Nope. Nope. Oh, genre, yeah. Good, Kevin. Hi, Heart May Wise. Huh. Cringe, I already have, don't I? Yes, I have it. I know, that's a good one. I have it there. Hi, EXO. How are you? Oh, Jean, 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 you know who you are. There is so my sister used to love it. Jean, Jean, come out of the something. Green we already have. There's always those two kinds of rains. I was thinking of that. You need one more. I tried G, and that reminds me of GB. Where are you? GB. Okay. GB. There's no H. Oh, G. Okay. Yay! Thank you, Mara. All right. I think I'm gonna call it a night, night, night. Tired. Gotta go to bed. I love you guys. Prayers. Okay. Please, please believe the facts, the truth out there. Don't let people tell you things that are just crazy. And you know better than that. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers. I'll see you tomorrow. Be good. I'm gonna get us out of here. I'm so tired, tired, tired. I don't know where this, oh, here we go.